to attack the nearest thing, which happened to be Ezya's. An attack he did. Managed to deal some damage to the lady, who in turn punched Rethanyir in the face.
I don't think I actually managed to hit him. Or hit her.
Oh, you're right. Like, it was like one hit and like one just glanced off. It didn't actually do anything.
Yeah.
So Ezya's in response to the aggression, punched Rethanyir in the face and asked him what the fuck he was doing. The punch was enough to shock Rethanyir back into his senses for a bit, and the sword lay at his side, although with a sense of agitation about it. So, in the morning, they gathered some information that their foes were bipedal, furred, ferocious, and somewhat intelligent. They, along with two other guards, explored the caverns of the nearby glacier-top mountains, where Maylnn decided to act scout, investigated a couple caves, and found what looked to be a couple skeletized gnolls. Sentient hyena-like entities that have a ever-burning hunger for meat and flesh. His attempts to take them out were semi-successful, but alerted the entire rest of the cavern to his presence. So the entire band of 20-plus gnolls, including a Fang of Yeenoghu and a pack lord, descended upon him. He yelled for help, and a stalwart and harrowing battle was held. Luckily, due to Malynn's location, where he alerted the group at a choke point, so numbers meant nothing. And much like the Battle of Thermopylae, they were able to whittle away effectively most of the forces. Unfortunately, one of the guards that accompanied them, half-elf female named Esquivel, was slain, torn to shreds on the long claws of the Fang of Yeenoghu. But despite the loss, the party managed to prevail. The gnolls laid slain or fled, the few that remained, after the destruction of both the Pack Lord and the Fang itself. Rethanyir busied himself trying to find the capturee, which he did, and also discovered the two bear traps in front of him as he walked on one.
Ow.
Easy enough to disarm it, though, and disarm the other. Freed Morin was the brother of the tavern owner. Maylnn decided to be a bit more pragmatic and decided to investigate the crates and barrels around to see if there's anything of value. And he was able to find a decent amount of gold and a couple of gemstones worth about 50 gold apiece. They made their way back to the village, and a tearful and heartfelt reunion was held between brother and sister, which was marred somewhat by the realization that Esquivel was the wife of Sinvar, the other guard that accompanied them. So there was a little bit of a shade on what was a pretty solid victory. Perhaps because of that shade, Maylnn, who had convinced Gita to pay the ransom money to the two of them instead of the gnolls in return for the return of her brother, decided to refuse the reward and encouraged her to keep it. With one of the tasks that Dndnaturalfun had given to the group accomplished, Rethanyir and Malynn make their way back to the market district in the city of Andor, where the rest of the party sits drinking. What would you all like to do?
Before we get back there, what do we do with or I guess Malynn, what do you do with the gold that we found, or that I know you have?
I figured I'd hold on to it, as an investment.
It was stolen from the people of the town. It should be returned to them.
Well, I mean, they weren't very good at holding on to it, so if they're just going to lose it again, I might as well.
The beasts that took it have been slain by our hands. Money is not yours.
I mean, I didn't take the ransom money, so there's some give or take there.
There is not.
Besides, think of how many lives we could save with this gold.
And think of how many livelihoods might have been ruined.
I mean, they seemed pretty happy when we left.
Just kind of have arms crossed, just staring at you.
Well, I mean, it's too late to give it back.
No, it's not.
No, where are we right now? Are we walking?
You guys are standing about 45 feet outside of that threshold that you met the two guards with. So you're about 45 feet outside the village.
Yeah, it'd be really awkward to go back right now.
I don't think it would. It would be certainly be less awkward than going another 45 feet and then turning around.
Alright, wait here. And I start walking towards the town.
Oh,
Okay.
I follow him.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, really. It's already embarrassing enough, really. You should stay here.
There is no shame in returning what is rightfully theirs. What is
Alright,
embarrassing? Perhaps your forgetfulness.
You're right. Alright, I'll return all the gold. I look for Gita.
Okay, it's easy enough. Again, the village itself is very, very humble. Oh, actually, no. If we're back in there, there is a slightly different music we're going to play for that. If we're still back in Sunbreak, because that is a much more humble town than the Market District. Beep boop. All right, so you walk begin. It's not very far. Again, it sits kind of central to the town, being a spot of both commerce and drink. It is a very popular spot. But it being in the early morning, I would say it's there's a few people inside. Or actually, no, I'm sorry. Given the time, so you guys woke up, you traveled there, and came back. It's probably pushing, I'd say, late afternoon at this point. So it's pretty empty inside. There's maybe one or two other people as you go. Do you go inside the tavern itself, or do you like wait outside and send somebody to get her?
I send someone to get her.
Okay, how do you do that?
Is there someone out there that works there?
Yeah, you can grab a. There's a. It looks like a young man.
There's young boys around.
There are several boys and men of various ages.
All right, the youngest one. I call him over.
Okay, a toddler about 3-year-old. Starts over his way before the mother goes. No, toddler, what are you doing? What are you doing? Don't go talking to strangers that just show up into the town. The manners, sir. Picks up her toddler and like tries to push him back towards. They seem to be busking some hay together.
That was rude. Young
I just
man.
walk into the tavern then.
Okay. So you go, young man, and as you say that, Rethanyir just kind of like awkwardly walks right.
Kind of like
Through
walk
you,
in front of your wave and just like walk into the tavern.
All right, I guess I'm going in. I follow.
Okay, so you walk in. It's very, very quiet. It seems that Gita and Maylnn have finished their reunion. You see Gita standing there. She seems to be moving about and organizing some stuff behind the bar. And what you do notice walking in from before, the smell of bread and meats being cooked.
Mm.
And,
All right.
Yes. Hi. Excuse me. Yes. So good to see you so soon. What can I do for you?
Oh yeah.
Yes, you too. Hi. Hello. Hi.
Yeah, we were leaving town, and Rethanyir brought to my attention that Sorry, it was very chaotic when we got back. There was some.
It's okay.
There was some gold that we did retrieve from the cavern, and I thought it would be a good idea while we were still here to come back and return it.
Oh, I can't accept it. It's not my gold.
No,
you already refused to take the gold I was going to give.
To whom should the gold be returned, then?
They have a mayor, so to speak. Maybe Captain Kurtz would be the He's the de facto guy, in charge person. We don't really have like a mayor per se. We're not that big of a town.
Could we entrust you to give this gold to him?
Oh yeah, sure. He stops by normally, but in between shifts, I can absolutely. Morin! And she kind of shouts in there, even you can see the fact that she gets to call her brother again after probably a comparatively short amount of time. There was a little bit of a smile to her face that her brother is safe and that she gets to tease him the way that they always have. And he kind of sort of pokes his head out of the back kitchen area and is just like, yeah? What's... Oh! Hello! You guys. Good to see you. What's up? And Gita says, They found some gold in the caves from the town. Could you go put it in the back, please? So no one... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can...
I give her 200 gold pieces.
All right, so make sure you mark that off. And her eyes just kind of widen. Oh, my. Okay. Moira? In the far back, please? Probably under some... Yeah. Far back. Alright, yeah. Yeah. Wow, okay. Yep. Yes, yep. Yes, sir, and sir. Yep. It's going back. It's in the back. And he kind of see him as he walks away, just like, you hear some clutter, some oh shit. Comes back. It's fine. It's away. Nothing broke. There is not honey on the ground. Absolutely not. Everything's fine.
To me.
Yes. You're very intimidating. I don't know. This is weird. I'm gonna go back. I have things to clean up. Goodbye. And he very awkwardly red in the face, just kind of sort of disappears back into the.
What a strange little man we rescued.
Yes, he's very strange, but he does cook a pretty good chicken pot pie.
Well, then he was well worth the effort.
Actually, I have a couple. He's got about a batch that is finished cooling. Would you guys like one?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, okay.
Do find myself famished after that.
She's already gone. She's grabbing them, and as you're finished saying famished, she has 2 steaming pot pies in front of you.
2 steaming pies.
One for each of you. They're small. They're like quiche size.
Can I do an Arcana check on it?
Like maybe that big. You can absolutely do a Arcana check. Please make an Arcana check.
Nice.
You get no magical aura sense or sensitivity from the pies.
I eat one.
It's piping hot.
How big is this pie?
Like I said, it's about like this big, like personal quiche size.
Oh, okay.
Maybe 6 or 7 inches in diameter. Rethanyir, you go and you just take a bite. It's piping like ha 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 ha. Do you attempt to keep the piece in your mouth, or are you going to? Okay.
Can't go spitting my food out.
Okay, make a Constitution saving throw.
I think I was raised in a barn.
Okay, well, not in a barn. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. 13.
13. Cool. You only suffer 1 point of fire damage.
Hey.
As
Wait, can I assist? Can I cast prestidigitation on the pie in his mouth.
I'm gonna say because you rolled a 9, you're pretty preoccupied still trying to figure out if it's
Okay.
magical or not.
I, however, will cast Prestidigitation on the rest of the pie to make it slightly more edible.
Okay, you do that as you have effectively burned like the top of your taste buds, like tasting, like like how you take like a bite of pizza, like it's like still full of hot oil. That's kind of what just happened to your tongue.
I'll live. But I do chill the rest of the pie ever so slightly.
Okay. She was, I mean, please take him if you want. I have a lot of those pants in the back, so if I'm gonna miss 2. But is there anything else I can do for you? I really can't thank you guys enough. I didn't think I was gonna see him again.
No, one thank you is enough.
Indeed.
All right.
It's only right.
If I may ask, where you guys headed off to? This is kind of a humble town for 2 people of your look.
Humble, but it does not reek of sin like the city does. It's a good place. Should be proud of it.
We do work hard here. So thank you, I think.
Do believe our business takes us back to the city.
Yeah, there. If you want to let Miss Tana know that don't have to pay the ransom to what I was going to pay her. So she can send on that next old shipment of ale down. That'd be. She'll find out. Well, regular means. Hey, anyway, I have to. I gotta get going. I just knocked over some grain down here. Please keep. Thank you. As the DM picks up the food he actually did knock over.
Why do you have a bag of grain in your apartment?
It's this weird, like, specialty grain I use for malting beers. It's called Flavor Bastard Goldfish.
I see.
All right. So, Malynn, you marked off the 200 gold. That is now stashed securely away in the back of their tavern. But you guys make your way back towards the city.
Yeah, could we have taken a short rest over the course of those things, so I'm not running around at like 17 hit points?
I'll say before you...
With the eating and the relaxing for a little bit.
You guys stay in and enjoy your pie outside. Yes, you can both reap the benefits of a short rest.
Thank you.
I'm going to turn on a light in my room, and then we're going to get to what the rest of the party was doing.
Roll me some hit dice.
Should we turn off this really reminiscent music of Fable?
All right, so the rest of the party. You are all back in the Lilac Unicorn Tavern, having some merry drinks. Tana Marsk is currently, I can probably, for the sake of you guys, you guys aren't there. Currently, Tana is off in the corner having a discussion with Faola. You guys are currently dealing with the fact that Denor seems to be a bit more inebriated than any of the rest of you.
Are we well into drinks at this point, or is this like the next morning?
No. So we're going back in time.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Oh.
So this is minutes after Rethanyir and Maylnn have just left.
So
I'll ask you guys this: is there anything you guys specifically wish to accomplish, or talk about, or discuss, or do, or approach? Because the rest of you did hear Tana offer 3 total contracts, and said that while she only requires you to perform 1, she would pay for the others if they got done. do the rest of you wait for Rethanyir and Maylnn to come back, or is there anything else you wish to do?
Do I have access to paint?
That is a question you can certainly ask.
But me in our party, no access to paint? Okay. I'm gonna go up to Phil.
Are you asking members of your party?
Yeah, does anyone have paint?
Paint?
You know, the stuff that you use to color?
Well, I don't have any on me right now.
Hey, Fiola!
You look over and you see that she's deep in conversation with the Tanamarsk. The other barmaid, Hilda, she kind of comes around the corner and is like, I'm sorry, she's kind of in the middle of something. Can I get something for you?
I'm sorry, I didn't... I didn't notice. Do you have any paint? Preferably green, brown, yellow, blue.
Go maybe check downstairs.
Please. And I give her a toothy smile.
Oh no.
Give me a moment. And she kind of like darts off. Like,
Thank you.
away.
I want to point out one thing that I forgot to mention last time, because I just got my necklace back. It's pretty obvious. Like, it's a white gem with 6 metallic knots that hold it in place, and it's very fancy looking. Some nice bling.
It stands out dramatically to his rather simplistic and somewhat beat up attire.
Yes. So I wanted to point that out, that I got bling. Anyway. Dndnatur.
Yeah.
Are you like smiling like
Yes.
a weirdo?
Like
Yep.
toothy dragonborn
It looks...
smile.
You know how like dogs smile, or dogs open their mouth and it looks evil, but sometimes it's just nice? That's me.
It's like the Beast smiling in Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. I'm trying to smile.
Are you gonna be alright?
What do you mean?
Well, this will be a more interesting day, I guess. You seem like someone that would be entertaining to be around in this kind of state.
Yeah, wait, can you just hold on a second? And I lean over my shoulder. Hey, Eltor.
Eltor?
Hey, Eltor.
Altor.
Oh, guess he's dead.
Yeah. What do you need? What's up?
Can I get another drink?
Okay. Sorry, we can't hear you, Mike.
That's why they call him No Mike Mike.
Aha!
So there you go.
I can't get any drink? No, fine. Yeah, fun.
Dndnatur, why don't you just regale me with stories again of your past adventures?
Can you hear me
Okay.
now?
Yeah,
Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
Okay, so, let's see. How far back do you want?
Oh, no, just give me a top 10 list.
10. Okay, so I was born. That's number 1.
You remember that?
No, but I heard stories.
Oh, was it a really good birth? How does that even work I never even thought of that until now. Being a dragonborn.
It's at this point that
Oh God!
very terrified comes up and has 2 buckets with her, and she's like, I have some green paint, but we don't have any brown. I'm sorry.
That's fine. It's just
Are
green.
you alright, madam?
There's a lot of lilac paint downstairs.
It's fine. My armor looks brown, right?
I mean, it's kind of rust. It's like
Yeah,
oxidized
no.
a little bit. Like
No,
rusty.
I'm asking her. My armor looks brown.
I mean, kinda.
Nah, I don't need brown paint. It's fine.
Okay.
You have green? Okay. How much do you want for the paint?
She is looking over at Fayola, desperately trying to catch her eye, and it's just it's not happening.
Are you all right, madam?
Yes. I'm sorry. See gnomes sometimes.
Oh yes.
Never mind.
I
Two
get
gold?
that.
2. Here's 3.
Thanks. And she these two earthen buckets on the top of the bar, grabs the gold, and is like, "Can anybody else? Does anybody else need anything?"
You know, you're struggling. Do you have diarrhea? I think you should go to the bathroom. You seem to be sweating a little.
Fayola, I'm taking a break. I'm taking a break.
Oh,
She
there you
darts
go.
off into the back.
I love solving people's problems. What are you gonna do with that paint there, Dndna?
I've already grabbed the paint and started walking to the stairs to the room.
You've got A, you don't have rooms right now.
Oh.
And B, it's 2 gallons of paint.
No, let's go outside.
I can do one in one hand and one in the other.
Let's just head outside, Dndna.
Eltar notes it was not his time to watch him.
No,
It goes, not my time to watch him either.
let's. I just said my own name. Dndna, let's go outside. I think it'd be better out there. You know.
Yeah, sure. I stop mid-step
All
and follow him outside.
I mean, just give me that bucket. You're spilling on the wood here. Here.
No,
It's not
I'm
appropriate.
fine.
Oh god, that's heavy. You know what? You just carried that. I forgot how small I was. Okay. Come on now. And then I guess we just like children go against the wall or something and start painting.
Can you help me out? Okay, so I have green paint and my armor looks brown. So let's try to make trees on my armor.
You know, I've never done something like this.
And you know, and the way I want this to come out, by the way, is you know how when children finger paint, it does not look good. That is what I want to come out on my armor.
It always looks amazing.
Here's my question. Krenor, are you painting on it? Or Dndnar, are you painting it? Who's painting?
Well, yes. Do I roll for art?
Are you each painting separately, or is one of you going to give aid to the others?
Well, I mean, I'll take one arm.
No. You do my back. I'll do my front.
Okay, I'll do.
And
I'll
all
do-
the paintings that I do are upside down because I'm looking down.
Okay. Yes, Altor?
I was gonna say I cast minor illusion to make it look like there's already painting on there.
Okay, do you follow them outside?
Yep.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check just to see how stealthy you can make it appear on the armor.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't notice. I'll roll, but
16.
16. Dndnar, make a perception check.
He's drunk.
Even without disadvantage, 11.
11. You go to start painting, and all of a sudden, there is an immaculate verdant tree on the breastplate of your armor. Not upside down, as you were intending to do, but fully right set up from the proper perspective, and it's pristine and gorgeous, very unlike the rest of the armor.
Krenor, you're amazing.
You struggle to want to realize how you never noticed this before.
Wait, does it match my shield? I painted my shield a while back.
It's not perfect, but
Matches a little bit?
Matches enough.
Can Krenor roll? He's not dumb.
Sure, make a perception check.
Oh boy, I'm dumb. That would be a 5.
You wonder how you were never able to notice such an intricate and wonderful piece of art on this very basic-looking armor before. You think that half-orc was hiding a little bit of an artistic streak that he didn't want anybody to know about.
Huh. You know, Dndna, that orc was quite gifted. I don't know how I didn't even notice. Is this one of those you only see it at a certain angle? Why don't you wave your arm around? Let me see if it's a different angle. I don't see it.
I wave my arm around.
Oh,
I turn around in circles, do the full like 360.
Well, hold on, right? Just 90. Do you know how to count to 90 degrees? Just step right.
Yes, I know how to count
No.
to 90.
No, I still see it. Huh? I don't know how I didn't notice that before. That's amazing.
And now I turn it into poop.
Okay, as he completes the 90-degree rotation, you turn around. Immaculate poop emoji without the stupid like face on it. A pile of fecal matter now rests on the front of his arm.
My! Is this enchanted armor? Did you pay for this? That's
No.
just heinous.
I look
I
down.
think you need to go back.
I look down, see the poop, scream, and jump.
Oh. That's disgusting. Who would do such a thing?
I
How
don't
did
know.
it change?
but- Wait, is the poop brown?
Eltor, is the poop brown?
Does the bear wear a hat?
In the woods?
Okay,
Maybe.
so
Poop is kind of brown.
okay, so I don't like the poop. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the green, and instead of doing trees on the armor based on the rust, I'm gonna do trees on the armor based on the poop. I'm gonna try to hide the poop with the green and like make it so that that's the like bark.
Okay, make a performance check with disadvantage because it's upside down and you're drunk.
Yeah, one roll was good, one roll was bad. Performance?
Yep.
Ooh, I'm actually good at that. 10.
10. Okay, so you don't just trace the poop with your with the green.
Yeah.
There is a modicum of what some people of a less perceiving nature could probably see as being a tree.
Good enough for me. You have to remember what you just said. Less perceiving nature could see as a tree.
Well,
Right.
That
What
includes
am-
me.
what am I drawing on your back?
Just like leaves and stuff. Look, we only have green. There isn't much I can do.
That's very true. I guess I'll draw some leaves then.
Wait,
Okay.
do I need to crouch down for him to reach my bag?
Yes.
You're like 7 feet tall. He's maybe 3 feet.
I
You kept on saying like back, and he's like looking up.
Oh, hold on there. Don't
Like-
fall back now.
Like, do I climb him? Do I ask to climb him?
What's the protocol?
I continue standing up.
Okay. So
Don't know.
Kenor, you go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm down here.
Paint my back. Please.
So, I can't really reach up there.
Oh, you want me to go down? You want me to pick you up?
No, just, why don't you just sit down?
Okay, I take a seat on my butt.
Okay.
Crisscross applesauce. This pile of dragonborn flesh and armor now sits behind you, in front of you.
I'm just trying to clear the dust a little, okay. I've always wanted to work my artistic side, you know, I never really got to. I was more of a practical kind of person back in my day. Never really got to brushing or painting or doing anything of that sort, so you do know what I'm saying. So,
Just do your best. It's fine. Okay, so you said you want to hear my stories. Okay, number one is I was born.
right, and I was asking you, how does that even work, you know?
Kenor, make a performance check.
You're gonna have to interrupt me. Performance. Oh boy. Well, I get a -2 to that, so that's a 7.
Okay. You try to be a little bit cheeky and draw a leaf in the shape of the symbol of Gaylord. On the back there, because you think that's just a really good idea.
Yep.
Because you just finished your light beer as opposed to your dark beer, and you get a little bit carried away, and you end up painting just a giant smear of across his back. Because you look and you see, oh, I messed up the symbol, and I can't have him be pissed at me again. He's already pissed at me once. I can't let it happen again. So in a desperate effort to cover up your mistake, you just take the brush and go and there's this giant green obvious line down his back.
Wait, hold on. Donar got pissed at me?
No, Paylor.
Oh, oopsies. Nobody knows that.
So you don't want to piss off, you don't want to upset him again. So you just draw a giant ostentatious green diagonal line right across the back.
Convert that to a little poop there.
Nope.
Shit.
How's it look?
Shining.
Okay, so should we? Okay, I think we're done. Let's go back in.
There's still a lot of paint.
Yeah, and we can give it back.
But we paid for it.
Yeah, but
I feel
I'm not gonna
like
use it.
maybe we should get where's the other one, the lady? Maybe she wants something painted.
I get up, poke my head through the door. Ezyaz!
She turns around. She's mid-conversation with Eltor. Aye?
Do you want anything painted?
No.
Okay. Thank you. She doesn't want anything painted.
Eltor, make a perception check.
Nope, don't notice anything.
What'd you roll?
A 1.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Natural 20.
What?
You get
Classic
to reroll
half.
one. You get to reroll ones. You notice out of the corner of the eye, while you were having this intermittent conversation with Ezyaz, the mirth that Tana Mars cannot hide as she is looking through one eye out at Dnar and Krinor finger painting themselves. As you
Tried to finish it up for them.
and she just kind of Well, Fiona, you certainly have some interesting friends here at your establishment. It's a wonder they were able to accomplish what they were able to accomplish. Hopefully their friends do all right. She kind of gives you, Eltor, a wink.
Mostly dumb luck.
Krenor, do you want anything painted?
Well, I think I'm okay for right now.
Okay. I get up, I grab both buckets or whatever's left.
They're more like jugs, like earthenware. Like you can, like they have tops. You can.
Okay. I take both jugs, whatever's left of them. I'll walk in and I'll just
They're-
put them on the.
Mostly full. You guys did not use a lot of. There's 2 gallons of paint. And you used maybe like 8 ounces, 9 ounces of it.
Yeah, and I'll put them back on the counter.
Okay. Ka-tunk, ka-tunk. One sort of, it was like leaking paint a little bit off the side.
I try to clean it up a little bit, but I inadvertently make it worse.
You do an okay job, not a great job. All right. Is there anything else you guys wish to do? Like I said, is there anything you guys wish to accomplish? Are you guys waiting for Maylnn and Rethanyir to get back? What would you like to do? Eltor, you notice, by the way, that Dndnar comes back with a barely passable, it's vaguely poop-shaped, but not really, tree canopy painted on the front, and just a giant, ostentatious green line down his back. On the
I
armor.
giggle.
Yeah, is there anything else you guys wish to do?
No, that was it for me.
All right. So you guys stay the night. I'd say it cost the entire party maybe. Look this up. This place is nice, but not fancy. Honestly, it would cost you guys for the entire party 2 gold pieces to stay the night.
Well, who's paying that? I can pay a gold.
I got it. I got both gold.
All right, so Dinar marked 2 gold off. You guys stay the night. You wake up in the morning. You go downstairs. Fail is there. There's like the end of an evening rush or a morning rush. Tenna is nowhere to be found that you can see at least. And you guys wait, honestly, most of the day. It's about maybe 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the evening before Rethanyir and Maylnn make their way back.
Before we go inside, I stop Rethanyir.
Yeah.
You're a genius, my friend. By making us give back some of the gold, they would have never suspected that we kept some for ourselves.
You kept some of the gold?
I hand him 275 gold pieces.
This must be returned to the people of the town.
I've already walked inside.
I stand there indecisively for a few minutes. And I go back inside.
Right. So you find the rest of the party. I'm just going to move you guys. You gathered around a table. Pranor, Eltor, Dinar, you find sitting at a nearby table. Ezyaz has not come down. And when you went to go knock on her door, there was no response.
She's probably sleeping.
Eltor, you do recall that she drank quite a bit. Tapping it one of the bottles of fire whiskey that she bought. So, Rethanyir and Malynn, you walking to see Pranor, Eltor sitting at a nearby table, Fail behind the bar, a medium amount of people inside, maybe 9 other patrons inside the place. Hilda, the other, what did I just do? Go back. The other barmaid is around, but seems to be decidedly avoiding your guys' table. Very much preoccupied with the customers at the other end of the establishment.
My friends. What have we missed?
Well, hello.
Not you.
But you both notice immediately a vaguely poop-shaped, not really, but like if you like really thought about it and somebody mentioned it and then you just couldn't really get it out of your head, canopy of leaves that are painted on the front of Dinar's armor that was not there before. It's very hard to not notice.
Look, Rethy, I know that you said that you could clean my armor. Can you leave the paint, though? I don't want to have to repaint this.
Are you sure? It looks very bad.
I mean, I know I'm not a great artist, but you
You
don't
really
need to hurt my
aren't.
feelings. Ow, Rethy. Ow. Well,
You know what?
you know what they say. Practice makes perfect. So, I guess
I
when you
love
clean
that
my armor,
attitude.
I'll just
I
have to
can
repaint
clean the
it.
paint off the armor and you can try again.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't he be right now? Just over time. That's fine.
I kind of go back and forth between, like, frowning at the, like, stack of gold in my hand and frowning at the armor.
It's like a pouch. It's not a stack.
Yeah, I know. Like, the pouch of gold. Frown.
And to me,
Keep
it just looks
doing that.
normal.
Keep...
So, take that off, yes?
Rethy, I trust your judgment.
Alright, I start prestidigitationing the armor again.
Okay. How long do you spend doing that?
Until we do something else.
Okay. It's evening time. You could conceivably spend the rest of the night minus 4 hours to take your meditation rest to do that. If Dinar is willing to take the armor off.
While Rethy's doing that, just going back and forth, I want to cast thaumaturgy. Oh, well, hold on. First I want to say, hey, Rethi, I just wanted to tell you something. And then can I cast thaumaturgy? And I just want to go up to his ear and yell, boo! And I'm going to do your voice booms up to 3 times as loud.
Okay, so
I'm tall, so
before you do this, do you beckon him down to your level at all, or do you?
If he's like next to me, I'll get on my chair, I guess, and do it. I thought, okay.
Okay, no, if you get up on, if you get up onto the stool, you could probably be about.
Yeah.
So Rethanyir, you kind of lean down.
Yes.
all the
Distracted
sword.
by the armor cleaning.
Yes, you're very focused, and Rethanyir, you watch in amazement as, like, every 10 minutes, a little portion of the oxidation and rust kind of disappears. As all of a sudden, Rethanyir, in your ear, you hear a sonorous, deafening. You were immediately thrown to your feet from the concussive shock of what you just heard. You look around. No one else is reacting the way you did.
Didn't think it'd be that loud.
You would abuse the power given to you by the divine for such trivialities?
Oh. Just trying to be a little fun. You seemed a little frowny earlier.
I'm frowny even more now.
You should stop. You'll get a lot of frowny wrinkles if you keep doing that. And Kirinthenia is something.
We don't get wrinkles.
Well, I had fun.
I don't like you.
I don't like him either.
I'll drink to that.
He better watch himself.
Oh,
Now,
guys,
what have I done to harm any of you?
guys, don't be so mean. He's nice.
Well, for one, I'm pretty sure you just damaged my eardrum.
Well, not you. And I'm sorry, I didn't think it'd be that loud. I thought it'd just be a little louder. You know, I used to love doing practical jokes.
It's alright, Rethanyir. You can afford a good doctor now.
I can heal myself just fine, thank you. And
do
you stole all of this.
I mean, it was your idea to give some of it back.
It was my idea to give all of it back.
Breathy, you guys
It was
stole
the implication.
You misled me. I do not trust you.
I thought that's what you meant. It was an honest mistake. Why don't we just chalk it up as that?
Sounds like it wasn't very honest at all.
I mean, I did tell you about it. Some say I was honest about that mistake.
Eltor, I don't like either of them.
It's okay. Remember, they're just a means to an end.
Hey,
What-
guys.
What does that mean?
I don't say that loud enough for other people to hear.
Hey, guys. Do we
I go
like
back
them?
to armor cleaning.
Do we like them?
No.
I like them a little.
You are young and naive, Dndnar.
So we don't trust Malynn? Malynn?
You can trust me.
By the way, I'm saying this loud enough for them to hear.
I can trust people who I'm not aware of yet.
Oh, okay. So you guys stole gold? And I stare at Malynn. Maylnn or Malynn? Sorry.
Malynn.
Okay.
Yep, me and Rethi. We make
you.
a good team.
And I plop the coin purse back on the table. This belongs to the people of Sunbreak Village, not us.
Well, it looks like it's here and not in Sunbreak.
Well, I guess we'll just have to go back.
What do you mean by we?
Maylnn, and this time I'm glaring at him. Did you steal from those people?
I found gold. And I did turn down the reward.
You found gold. In
Now
their
I'm
village.
staring at him.
I mean, there isn't 100% guarantee that it came from the village. It could have been from anywhere.
It was probably from the village.
But we don't know that.
Well, it certainly didn't come from you, or were you too robbed by a band of gnolls?
Yes.
Maylnn, I'm going to ask you once, and I'm going to cast command on him.
Okay.
Tell the truth. Did you steal from them?
Okay, what level is command?
Oh, first.
First, okay. As you go to cast that, Malynn waves his hand, and the spell fizzles. No effect.
Maylnn, are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah.
Well, he hasn't held on to the gold himself. We can bring it back to those people easily enough. Is there anything else you're not telling us? Any more gold you're concealing?
Just the gold I already had.
Insight check! Do I believe him?
Roll an insight check.
That is a 27.
27. Malynn, is there any other gold that you're hiding? Actually,
Yeah.
no. No.
No.
Damn it. I was gonna say I was about to say tell me in the other chat.
Oh.
But okay, it's fine.
I mean, Brendan knows how much stuff he looted, so...
Rethanyir, he's lying.
Reach across the table and kind of grab his shoulder. Do not lie to me again.
Alright. I give him another 50 gold.
Put it on the table. Is that all? All of it.
Yes, that's all of it.
Rethanyir, you hear a faint voice creep in the back of your mind. As it's now been about 24 hours since the gnoll fight. He's weak and disgraceful. Why allow him to live? Use me for what I was made to do.
Alright. Maylnn. The bloodthirsty and sentient sword on my back is...
Did I know that the sword was bloodthirsty and sentient?
Nope.
I did kill a whole bunch of gnolls with it, but...
But it's not like he was having full-blown conversations with it. Rethanyir has given no signs whatsoever. This is the first also, all of you are hearing this as well.
We're all hearing that?
You
Yeah.
all hear him say this, which is the first time any of you have any notion of any of this.
And I remember the voice.
No, you don't.
I think I picked up the sword initially and then I dropped it.
So I retconned it a little bit.
Oh, okay. My bad. Okay. Sorry.
So you picked it up, but then like it the form changed, but nothing else.
Okay. Sorry about that.
So yeah, please, Rethanyir, continue.
The bloodthirsty and sentient sword on my back is encouraging me to cut you down.
You've lost me, friend. What's this about the sword?
If you are concealing anything else from me and I learn of it, you will face the penalties that all thieves face.
End him How?
Is there anything else that you found in that cave?
Nothing comes to mind.
Now, Maylnn. It's time to
Rethanyir,
be honest.
Rethanyir, make a charisma saving throw.
Uh, 23.
Your hand, as he says no, instinctually thunk, goes to the hilt at your side. As it gets there, you kind of close your eyes for a second and still yourself, and you're able to relax the muscles in your hand after a moment. Your eyes open again.
Do we notice that?
I'd say anybody make a perception check.
I'm actually turned around, so I probably would.
I think I actually have it. I have the sword on my back too, so the movement would be a bit more obvious.
I rolled a nat 20 on perception.
Okay, then you absolutely notice him going for his blade and then like kind of staying there for a second. Dndnar, you notice.
God damn it, Dndnar.
Dndnar, you haven't taken your eyes off Malynn. Nor, yeah, but you were able to notice that it's a fairly obvious movement. Like it's not like he hasn't pulled it from his sheath. Essentially, what has happened is he's gone frump, clench, 2, 3, and then you see like grip ever so like lessen, and his hands slowly come back down. The initial movement was unnaturally fast.
Let's slow down there.
I smile at Rethanyir and I say, "You know, all this hostility is making me suddenly very forgetful. I think I'll get another drink."
I don't let go of your shoulder, though. And all this lying and thievery is making me very uncomfortable.
Well, I'll do my best to keep you unaware of these goings in the future. Can I break out of his grip?
Sure, make an athletic or acrobatics check, your choice. Rethanyir, make an athletics check.
Natural 1.
Oh.
10.
With a kind of awkward, like, you guys kind of look at him, give a very pointed grin that stops at the eyes, and you walk over to the bar.
That boy just ain't right.
He's a thief. Perhaps we should turn him into the city.
Well, let's not be too hasty yet. Maybe he's got a story. Can't always just go right to the guard. But what about you and that sword over there? What happened right there?
And the sword. The one we took from the Lord Zandal. I do not know if it is wicked, but it is bloodthirsty. Desires bloodshed, as far as I can tell, for its own sake. I have deemed it to be a powerful but dangerous tool.
I'm not the most intelligent person, but I think a sword that thirsts for blood is pretty evil.
Or make a history check to see if you've ever
Natural
heard of
1.
Natural 1. You've never heard of any type of artifact, implement, weapon, armor, anything in your travels or studies that sounds anything like what Rethanyir is talking about.
Sounds pretty evil to me. Don't you think?
But it
That's-
did much good, slaying the gnolls who attacked Sunbreak Village.
Well, just as good as any enchanted sword with its strong capabilities. Don't need one that thirsts.
In a way, it is true to the essence of the sword. If we find a suitably powerful replacement for it, I will happily give it up.
That might be a wise idea. I don't know. Do you just pull it out whenever you get it's thirsty? Like how does that even work?
It occasionally attempts to seize control from me.
You're okay with a sword that attempts to seize control of you?
Not entirely comfortable.
Perhaps we should just get rid of it, find you a replacement sooner rather than later.
You hear a voice again in your head, Rethanyir, say, "You made a deal, remember?"
Perhaps someday. But for now, it serves me well.
So, Rethi, what did happen? So did Maylnn go into the village and take gold from the people?
We pursued a band of gnolls into the hills who had raided the town. We slew them and rescued someone who they had taken. 2 of the town's guard fought by our side and one of them fell. While I attended to the captive, Malynn, it seemed, helped himself to the gold that the gnolls had stolen. I thought that he had returned all of it to the people of the town, but clearly he did not. The people of the town did not offer it to us. Did not offer it as legitimate reward for our service, and so it is still theirs.
If you want, we can go back and give the gold. How far away is it?
Most
Rethanyir,
of-
you remember it's about a day and a half fast travel.
There's no short distance, but
We're not
fast
trying.
enough. Fast enough ride.
We're not trying to clear the forest of any mist right now. We have time.
Tell me, did you undertake any of Tanamarsk's other tasks while you were still here?
The other tasks.
You hear a voice from behind. "No, they did not," which was quite surprising to me. As you see sitting at one of the tables, who rolled a natural 20 on her stealth check to sit there.
Ooh.
As yes.
Sinvale.
The dragon?
What's she doing here?
That's there we go. Sitting there in that same red dress, the high collar, sipping out of a very plain-looking goblet, just looking at all of you with incredible interest. Rethanyir, a bit more at you now, as you guys made no effort to hide or dull your conversation.
Nope.
What is hiding?
My lady. Did not see you there.
No, you didn't. Shame, really. I've seen you, and I've heard you've done some good too.
Indeed. Gita sends her regards and her thanks.
That's good to know. She was a good buyer. Good to know that I can send goods that way again, and they won't be molested.
If you are sending goods that way, can you return this gold to the people of Sunbreak Village?
Why, did you steal it?
It may have been.
I yell, "That's under debate right now."
Oh, you made it too. Hello.
It's good to see you. I believe you owe me 175 gold.
I do. I owe the two of you that. Now, this might seem like an awkward exchange, but if you do wish me to take that gold back, I'd be happy. Make sure it's on that next shipment down south to Sunbreak.
I gather it up and put it in front of her, unless anyone stops me.
Well, Rethanyir.
Knorr.
I don't know if just handing gold to people like that and trusting them, no offense, is
You
a good
realize
idea.
I'm the lady who runs this entire district of the city. The passage of gold is my business.
You know, I wasn't really... just give her the gold.
My dear young gnome.
I need to write things down.
Yes, Krenor, you should write stuff down.
Yes.
I gather it up and give it to her.
Okay. She gives you the gold for both. She gives you your gold, so you get 175 gold.
Woohoo!
Oh, fuck.
Maylnn, do you go over as well?
I do.
Okay, so you awkwardly stand next to Rethanyir as she looks to you, and she kind of gives like a bemused, or like an amused. Well, aren't you just an interesting character? Learning all types of things about you. She slides the gold pouch up across to you.
Hopefully good things.
We'll see. Now, why don't the rest of you come over here and join me when we can have some more discussions about where you might like to go and do. Mr. Dragonborn, you are an enthusiastic approacher. Please, take a seat. Anywhere will do. So, y'all have done something right by me, and accomplished it well. I have several other contracts still open. If you wish to take them on, I see no reason why you can't, and I can make sure you're happily compensated for them. However, there is that personal errand that now I think you might be able to handle, if that's your wish as well.
Well, I do have one question.
Yes.
Do any of these tasks take us closer to Damascus?
Close is relative. We are sitting pretty in Kurt's house, pretty landlocked right now. My personal errand might take you a bit south, closer to Damascus, relatively speaking, but you'd still be several hundred miles from the border.
One step at a time.
What is this errand you would have us undertake?
See, I've got a cousin by sorts. By marriage, you see, not by blood. She, in her own right, has found herself the mayor of a fair little town district out to the southeast, known as, Frost Follow. Now, decent enough town, sits pretty by the by, a couple trade routes, nothing spectacular, a couple temples, a couple taverns, maybe a blacksmith or two, nice humble place. Then recently she starts writing me saying people disappearing. That weird monsters creeping up into the city at night, taking people out of their beds, out of the tavern, out of their homes. Awful screaming in the forests, lights and smoke from some old temple that's been dead for a couple hundred years as far as I can tell. Now, normally this type of thing wouldn't really concern me, as I have no personal stake in any of the trade routes going on that way. However, no, Dinar does not.
In the town where we did that one shot?
No.
Okay.
I mean, nothing she says has been that specific, but no, it doesn't remind you of that. Normally I wouldn't be bothered with this, as these trade rounds aren't really my jurisdiction or my domain. However, she is family. She's not a bad girl, gets stressed easily, kind of anxious. I don't know why her hair's gone gray. But if you were to take this on for me, that'd be a mighty fine favor for both myself and the city. Could see about maybe clearing your names for some of the other districts around here. Maybe get you access back to that mage quarter, some of your spell casting types.
I would like to have my name cleared.
There's nothing wrong with my name. It is unsullied, for I have done nothing.
Well, then maybe for you, you're more of a materialistic person. And I can offer you 5,000 gold for the group.
I'm in.
Well,
Understand, and she looks right at you, Malynn. Understand that is not an individual, but a hiring of the band, so to speak. A band that you have yet to give me a name for, so we'll have to keep it general for now.
So you said that people were disappearing and getting stolen out of their homes?
It's what she said in her letters, yes.
I look over to the group and I say, I'm in.
When was the last letter that you received from your cousin?
She thinks for a moment. About 4 weeks ago.
4 weeks.
And is it typical to have waited 4 weeks between letters?
As far as I can tell, she's not a magic sword, so she's got to rely on the old-fashioned and count information back and forth. What I understand, Frostfollow is not a... Well, it's no Chaldear, let me tell you that.
Few places are.
Indeed they are, my dear elf.
How far away is this place from the forest?
Do you ask her that?
How far away is this place from the forest where the mist was coming out?
Well, the forest is to the northwest. This is more to the northeast.
Right.
You're traveling maybe about 200 miles or so.
Probably not that then.
That wouldn't be too far of a journey for us.
Take you guys maybe a couple of days. See the sights, get to see the beautiful Verdant, Kurzfaust, wide lands everyone comes to see so much. Maybe do some good along the way. Do some good for me and my family. Do you good here in the city.
I do like doing good.
I have been in the city far too long.
Could do with a breath of fresh air.
Where's that?
I do have some other tasks if you want to take. If you want to run out with some extra spending gold. However, I don't know what shape the city will be in what the town will be when you get into. That's totally up to you.
May we have a moment?
Of course. Oh, Fiona, my dear. And she kind of stands up and glides her way over and once again starts having a conversation. Viola, who stops mid-pour of a patron, is like, "Oh, yes, I Miss Modest, yes, one moment here, good sir." And she just kind of leaves the bottle in front of him and goes over and starts talking. The guy just looks back and forth and is just like, yes.
Would I know where this... let me just ask again. Does anyone know how far away this place is from Full Trout Village?
I believe it is somewhat farther away than that.
Okay. I myself need to journey down south. I'm okay with this task. Do some good.
I thought we were going north.
I misspoke. It's southeast,
Okay.
not northeast.
Well, we would then have to come back anyway, no?
Well, could stop along the way before we come back, or we could just send a letter.
And how would we collect our gold?
That's a very good point.
We'll
We'll come back.
I could volunteer to go collect the gold and come back.
We're not stupid.
Oh, you could do no such thing.
We're not gonna fall for tricks like that. I've seen rascals like you before.
You've never seen a rascal like me.
Well, we have yet to see that. Anyway, I'm quite alright with this.
I'm sorry. Are you coming with us?
Indeed I am. Gold seems to follow you people like the plague.
Well, you're gonna have to pay our traveling costs.
That seems fair.
How about we take turns?
Is gold
Or
your
does it budge?
only motivator?
I do have other motivations, but gold is the one you're aware of right now, and I think that's all that's necessary to be said.
In any case, shall we handle any of her more, or Tanamersk's more local tasks, or shall we set off on this grand errand?
I think we should ask if there's anything more pressing. I don't know, people getting stolen out of their homes, that's...
It seems to me to be the most serious of the tasks that she's given us.
If there's anything on the way, I don't mind doing it.
There were a couple of things just here in the city, no?
There was one. You remember her mentioning some issues with a local farmland that was getting its grounds ruined. That was more off. That was to beyond the Gorgon Hills by the Barrens Fields, back south of Harthovel, where you guys all came from originally. So that's it's southwest as opposed to southeast. So you could go that way and then kind of loop around and you have to, make it kind of a long way, either cutting around or through the glacier top mountains, depending on what you guys want to do. If you guys wanted to hit that, there was the one issue in the sewers of the market district, where some monsters had been, or creatures or whatever, have been burrowing their way into sewers, preventing local workers from wanting to go back into them.
Because we could do that while we're here, and then we could go do the other thing along the way, and then we could...
Look, we're not traveling tonight, right? Because it's almost dusk, you said, right? Breezy?
I mean, when they came back, it was 6 o'clock. So at this point, you're pushing 8 or 9 at this point in the night.
Look, I just don't want to take a big detour, but if you guys want to spend a day or two doing something else, I'm okay with it. I just don't want to wait too long because, again, kidnapping. That's it.
It'll take us some time to
judgment.
reach there anyway.
I defer to your better judgments.
What say you, Chosen One?
As much as I would say we should get a move on, but I don't see the reason why we wouldn't help out kidnap folks. Did you guys hear that?
Yes, we did. Yes.
Okay.
I wish to pursue that directly and pass up the local tasks. Very well.
So, Eltor, you want to go straight for the personal task, for the one far away?
I want to what?
You want to go straight for the task that's really far away, the kidnappings, or do you want to do the other two first?
I'm more focused on the kidnappings.
I figure we could do the smaller ones on the way back.
Very well.
Okay. So we'll go straight for kidnappings and do the other ones on the way back. I actually like that plan. And I nod towards Maylnn.
Glad we could agree on something. So, when do we leave?
Ideally not tonight. There are various preparations to undertake. We should probably purchase some horses for this journey.
Oh, do me and Rethanyir still have our horses?
You've returned them. You only rented them for the time.
Right.
Also, are any of you going to tell Tanamarsk of your decision, or are you just going to...
I'll go over and tell her.
Snoilif all over again.
Okay, so you go over to her and approach her, and she's in the middle conversation. And it really is quite nice. I do appreciate the benefit. Oh,
My lady.
hello there. Rethanyir, was it?
Yes.
What can I do, humble man like yourself?
We have agreed to undertake your personal task immediately. Well, not tonight, but
Of course,
You'd
of course,
leave
I understand. You leave whenever is deemed appropriate, but I personally would appreciate sooner rather than later. Now that you've made your choice, in order to get, get a little bit of advice to getting there, they're head actually in the same direction your friend Maylnn there made past towards Sunbreak, past the village itself, and take the aptly named Sunbreak Pass. Travel that for a few days. You should come across a teeny tiny little hovel of a village called Dndnaturalfun. Come across that, it means you're going in the right direction. Frost Follow shouldn't be too far past that.
so there's Frost Hollow and then Frost Fallow.
So there is Trost Tallow.
Okay.
Is like the teeny little hovel town she's talking about, where if you cross it, you're going in the right direction. Your goal is to go to a little bit more legitimately sized town called Frost Follow.
Okay. Got it.
Is there anything else I can do for you tonight? Yeah.
And anything we should kind of summon the group over or whatever, so it's not just me, but anything we should know about the road, any dangers along the way of which you're aware?
Honey, you are in Kurzfeld. You are not along the main iron the Lone Keep. It's wild out there. There's still bandits around. I'd say just be careful. Nothing I'm sure some capable fellas such as yourselves cannot handle.
And do you have anything you would like to bring us, or like us to bring to your cousin as we set off in that direction?
You mention it. I do have a small parcel and a letter for her. Person of call it a good faith investment. If you all would pass that on to her.
Of course.
She pulls out a similar looking writ of seal to what she gave you before, but a bit thicker. As long as a very, very small, thin wooden box. Maybe 2 inches by 8 inches. Which she hands to you, Rethanyir.
I put them in the bag.
Alright.
And your cousin's name, I don't know if we got that.
Esville Tallstadt. Easy to tell. Human, like myself. About my height. A little bit younger, but her hair is stark white.
Mm.
She'll be the stressed out one yelling at everybody in town.
Hmm.
Now, is there anything else I can do for you, my dear man?
Do we have any other questions?
Sounds straightforward enough to me.
I'm alright.
I think I'm satisfied with your answers.
Nowhere else to go but out.
The optimism of this group truly does floor and astound me. Now, if you will excuse me, it is rather late in the night, and I do need to retire.
I do declare.
Oh, so somebody else speaks the home tongue, is that right? He gives you a wink and walks out.
Must have spent some time in Deep Spear. Gentlemen, I have totally forgotten myself, and I would like to apologize. I have come upon your group suddenly and without warning. Excuse me, Fayola. Can I get around for these gentlemen? I need a proper introduction to them.
Right. She's got like her hand is like full of 2 different trays of food.
Take your time. Take your time.
What do you want to do? What would you like? Would you like whiskey? Would you like ale? What do you want? What do you want?
Eltor, what's your preferred drink?
Ale it is. All right, you're not giving me an answer. And she walked away with 2 different trays. About a minute or so passes.
Who's gonna say ale anyway?
She comes back with various arrangement of cups and goblets that she sets on the table. All right, that'll be 5 silver there, little handsome man.
Here you go. Thank you, milady. Just trying to get acquainted.
So that's roughly half a gold.
Yeah.
All right, much appreciated. Anything else? Anybody else need anything? Everyone good? You all good?
Tea, if you could be troubled.
Of course. Haven't forgotten about your tea. And
I would like an orange whip.
Oh, what?
I'm sorry, I'm unfamiliar with that. Is that a drink?
It's a drink. It's an orange whip.
I'll see what I can do. So that's orange whip, tea. Anything else? All right, nothing. Nobody else is saying anything. I'm going to get your drinks now.
Thank you, my lady. Yes, the Collins glass, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Well, gentlemen, I would just like to give a slight introduction to myself. As you now know, I
I
hope.
believe you already introduced yourself at length, but...
Well, just a little recap. I just want... my name's Kernor. What? What?
Hi, Krenor.
I'm a deep gnome with deep thoughts, and I specialize in healing, and I walk in the light of Pelor, and I do believe that I would make great acquaintance. I'm a great talker, and great a healer.
Let us hope your healing is of better quantity than your talk, or better quality than your talk.
Well, I guarantee it.
Krenor, are you saying you want to join us?
Well, it seems like that was thrust upon both of us, and I just want to make this as easy as possible for both of us. I do see a good use for myself here, if I do humbly say so myself.
I crouch down a little bit so that I can reach his back and I clap him on the shoulder.
Just go flying into the table.
You're in, buddy.
Well,
See you, Mike.
bye, Mike.
See you guys.
Eltor becomes
really,
glassy-eyed.
really quick before you leave, because it is about this time that Pheola comes back with a small earthen teapot. Very, very basic, but it serves. It's no green or oolong, but it's,
It'll do.
it'll do. Eltor, she comes back with this giant mug that she doesn't have rum or vodka because it doesn't exist in this area of the world. But what she does have is whiskey.
Oh god.
So, and milkshakes don't exist either. So, it seems to be like some whiskey base with sugar and what seems to be forcibly curdled, like shaken back and forth, agitated milk.
That's exactly what I wanted.
Throwing it on top with about 4 or 5 lemon peel or orange peels that have been
That's exactly what I wanted.
like,
100%.
put in like a quarter around there, and she kind of puts it in front of you.
It's
It's what?
room temperature? Room temperature?
It's like cellar temperature, so like 50-ish degrees.
Would you say surprisingly foamy?
There is certainly foam.
That's what I wanted, so we're good.
Okay. She just looks at you and goes, "If you don't make me make that again, I won't charge you for it."
Deal.
Your friend's weird. She looks at Rethanyir. She walks away.
Also, real quick, in Halfling, I ask Eltor, shall we bring the gnome with us?
Where's
I
languages?
feel like his magic could be useful in keeping us alive.
Hmm. And what about the thief?
I am not sure about him yet.
Indeed.
I whisper to Kernor, I can whisper too.
Well, they're speaking a different language that you don't understand.
It is rather rude of them, but I wasn't gonna say anything.
I'm going to take this opportunity to let Mike go to bed, and also we can take a quick bathroom
Yes.
break.
Hey!
I can probably play for about another hour or so, and then I have to give a hard cut, like I said, at 10:30, so I can
Yes.
I
Sounds
guess
good.
we'll just have to play Stellaris afterwards.
Oh,
I'm
no.
gonna get some Ben and Jerry's. I've been
Alright.
lusting for Ben
by
and
the way,
Jerry's.
Be right back.
Be right back.
I don't think I'll be able to play right after, but I will play tonight.
Okay, I guess I'll play some Destiny and then Stellaris.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a whiskey. I will
I'm just
be back.
gonna fill my
That's a
cup
good
with
idea.
ice.
Also, Randy, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
For
Randy, I gotta say, this was the wrong group to do that to.
yeah.
I
I mean, I
Malynn
knew.
Saria. Saria would love Maylnn.
See, the
Yeah,
thing is, I have a present for Malyn if he ever gets my trust.
Oh, really?
Yeah. One
That's
of the bosses we fought dropped a really good weapon that is good for casters, which we don't have.
Ooh.
But again, don't let this affect Malyn. I'm telling Randy.
No, yeah. I mean, like, I knew going into it that he'd be very abrasive
See,
to the group. At
see-
least.
That's not even the bad part. It's specifically the stealing.
Oh, really?
For me, well, for me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah, I need whiskey.
Hello.
Hello.
Alright. Did anyone else make themselves an orange whip?
I have orange and cream soda.
I have peach Snapple, which is orange. The label is.
I am terrified to try, but I will see if I can make at some point the fantasy version of an orange.
Okay. Shortest break ever. Wait, is John back?
No, I think he's still working on that poop he had to do.
Oh,
I thought he said he's gonna poop out enough room to eat that Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah.
Oh, I've Ben and Jerry's in my freezer. I'll eat it tomorrow.
It's crazy. He's lactose intolerant, too.
Awkward. Yeah, new ice cream place opened up like a few weeks ago in Astoria, and it's really good. And sometimes it's really crowded, but sometimes it's not. And then I get ice cream.
On Teacher Appreciation Day,
I like that story.
it was also coincidentally free ice cream day at Haagen-Dazs. I went to Haagen-Dazs, saw the line literally out the door through the length of Panera, said fuck it, and went to CVS to get Ben & Jerry's.
There's not that many teachers.
No. It was also free ice cream day.
Oh, I thought you said it was teacher appreciation.
It was.
Day.
It was both.
Oh, okay.
There is a ice cream place called CB Scoops that is about a barely quarter-mile walk from my new place, where Abby and I went to one point, and the medium cup that I got was about this big, so almost the size of my face.
Ooh.
Full of hot fudge and cookie dough ice cream for like $3, $4. It was
Oh yeah, my ice cream
amazing.
is a lot more expensive than that. Anyway,
I'm from New York. Everything is exquisite and expensive.
Yeah.
well, I don't know if it's exquisite, but it's definitely expensive.
By the way, Breezy.
Hi.
So I'm just asking you this because this is a spell that I know has given us trouble. We're renting horses, right, or purchasing horses. If I use Find Steed, can we just say I don't control it and it's just a horse that I summon?
Well, let's look up what the spell is.
Okay. I'd rather do this now rather than we're in the middle of the game.
Find Steed. That is a thing that most not Oathbreaker paladins get.
Yeah, it's a level
Not-
2 spell.
Yeah, not Find Greater Steed.
No, I think it's a level 4 or 5. I don't want it to be in combat, like I don't want to have to control another creature for this moment. But just to save us some money and have my own stuff. Paste it. I love the video for this.
Sounds like you can reading it
Yeah.
seems like you can basically summon it when you want and then
Yeah,
dismiss it when you want.
yeah. As long as you have the spell slots to do it.
Yeah, I'll just do it in the morning when we wake up because I don't have it prepared. Okay, cool. So combat-wise, it won't. I know technically speaking, I could ride it in combat, but I'm gonna make it as easy as possible. I don't want to ride it.
Listen, I don't care. That doesn't. Of all the things I have to handle, you having a different walking speed means nothing.
Fair enough. We could talk
not
about
like
You're
that.
riding it.
We could talk about what that does then a different day because I have no idea how that would affect me.
Sure.
Okay. Cool.
Just let me know what type of animal you in the morning when you summon it, so the rest of the party can watch in amazement as you summon an ethereal four-legged beast of burden.
Another question, actually. If I dismiss it and then summon it again a different day, can it be a different creature?
Of your choice.
Cool. Okay. I wasn't sure how that worked.
I mean, I don't see anything here that says it has to. You pick a form once. Like nothing here says that it can't. So
Okay. Well, I think I know which one I'm going to choose.
A mastiff.
No, I was going to choose an elk.
Oh, nice.
that would fit
Exactly.
very well, actually. Hey, John, did you get your ice cream back? Good to know.
I guess he's dead.
He's clearly dead. Krenor falls off a pit that no one noticed was just a chasm that just appeared in the middle of Fiola's Lilac and Unicorn Inn that none of you noticed before, and dies a horrible, pathetic, and lonely death.
Awkward. Well, I liked him better than the other guy. Moving
Yeah, I
on.
know, yeah. Elsewhere, it's pretty sketchy.
Is it fair that we'll long rest soon and I should start picking new spells?
I'm saying I will say for the purposes, yes, you guys, you're going to pick this up in the morning, so I would assume that you guys all finished a long rest and are awake in the morning.
Well, I want to argue about bringing Malynn more, but
That's fine. You can argue with yourself because everyone else needs at least 8 hours. But unless you want to keep anybody up before they begin that.
Mostly I'll ask Alter what he wants to do.
Just remember that you should argue with yourself while you're cleaning my armor.
Oh, yeah, I do that.
I'm imagining this entire conversation while you're just prestidigitationing the armor.
I will imagine the whole point where he put his hand on Malynn's shoulder, not prestidigitating.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
there's been a
your
break,
armor.
but
No, that's fair. What did I say I was gonna take off? Oh yeah, that spell.
So I rolled a natural 1 for random like patrons listening into your story, as you were talking about having the heavily magical, powerful, sentient, bloodthirsty sword.
oh yeah, well,
And then I rolled a natural 20 for Dndnaturalfun.
lols.
So I thought that was very appropriate for her to show up when she did.
I think all the die rolls so far today have been appropriate. Her rolling a 20 on stealth, me rolling a natural 1 on perception.
Oh well, if we're going to be traveling, I should probably create food and water, because that's super convenient.
That's a level
You
3
did
spell,
just
right?
spend a non-insignificant amount of gold to ration yourselves for a several-day journey.
So I'm going to prepare that, because that seems like a good idea.
Was there a different spell that I wanted to take? Do you want me to take purify food and drink?
If you want to.
Nah.
I mean, the food I summon should be fine, so...
Also, I realize what it does is
It'd be real funny if it wasn't.
Right?
it purifies free of poison and disease. I'm immune to disease and can heal poison. Who needs it?
That's some Feywild shit right
The
there.
rest
You
of
summon,
us.
you summon food and it's just super moldy and gross.
Oh.
And then you go to eat it and it's perfectly fine, and there's some like wood nymph that just cackling to themselves in the corner.
No, I
What's in the
think that-
Shadowfell? And the food becomes a physical manifestation of hunger, and you have to fight it.
Awkward.
Blim, did you ever get a chance to take a look at those Shadowfell emotion enemies, essentially?
I have.
Okay.
Did you go to the grocery store next to your apartment?
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
Did you actually go someplace? I thought you just like went to your fridge and was like, "Why is
No.
it taking so long?"
It's a long away fridge.
Indeed.
Is it someone else's fridge?
Well, now that we're all back and sufficiently ice cream, is there anything anybody else would like to do before retiring for the night?
There were no like stores that sold like magical items and stuff like that, right?
Azazel.
There's a Zazel shop that's a couple blocks down. It may be open, but again, like this is like 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I'm good.
You know who we should check up on before we leave?
Oh boy.
What's his face?
Sister?
Yeah.
No,
Do you want to go check up on Turek?
yeah.
Yes.
I
Oh
love
my
Turek.
god.
If,
I would like to do. Oh, sorry.
Besides, we kind of cleaned Azazel out. Maybe he has stuff.
Oh, you guys got potions and stuff?
no, but they couldn't get any from Azazel because, as they pointed out the last time, that they kind of cleared him out of potions.
Oh, that's
You never inquired about anything else he had, but from potions, you guys pretty much took all the stuff.
that's fair. I guess the one thing I will say, I'm assuming I need to take off my armor for you to do it while I'm sleeping, Rethi.
That's up to you. Do you sleep in plate mail?
No. When I take off my armor, you notice the still scabbing. It's across my neck, right, Breezy?
It's like he stabbed his sword into your neck and twisted.
Okay, so it's like a really gnarly.
It's like a jagged half X, like ugly healed over scar on the neck.
Is it noticeable when I'm wearing my armor?
They'd have to look.
Okay,
it's
fair enough.
tough, you know.
So yeah, you notice that. You notice the scar on my chest from when we fought. The archer. I forgot his name. Was that not Noxus? Keth, yeah. And you also notice a gnarly, very healed over, but still scar on my right shoulder as well.
Oh, also something I remembered that I didn't make a point of during like the big court scene a couple sessions ago, but since we were in our skivvies in the courtroom, all of you would have seen is in addition to all the various like battle scars and whatnot from recent encounters, you would also have noticed on a shirtless Revy just this like mass of like crisscross scars across his back. Looked like they might have been from a whip or something.
Oh boy.
Was it orange?
Some of them.
I would like to gauge acceptance into party levels.
Oh yeah, and I wanted to argue about bringing Malynn, but mostly just do what Eltor wants. So.
Okay. He essentially says, listen, I don't think I trust him any more than you trust him. You probably actually trust him less than I do. But he's useful. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. But he's useful. And we've been hurting for some magical ability.
Well, we shall have to keep an eye on him and our gold. As well as the gold of anyone else that crosses his path.
Hey, you keep one eye, I'll keep the other.
Indeed.
Anything else you need, or I'm kind of gonna, sleep, because that's the thing that normal people do, not just clean armor all night.
Of course, of course. Rest well.
You too, Rethy. Nighty night.
Anyone else speak halfling besides us?
Maybe.
No, probably not. It's possible.
Just wondering. Okay, because anytime I like just talk to him, I do it in halfling. So.
Interesting.
Have I been accepted into the party?
Wait, what are you?
Yeah, who are you asking?
Are you walking? Yeah.
Are you like asking anyone? Are you asking the DM? Are you asking?
Do you walk up
Amor?
to everyone in the bar?
Do you think I was accepted into that group over there?
I more just want to see their faces. I guess.
I'm busy cleaning armor.
Make an insight check, but as the group is dispersing.
Ooh, I'm insightful. 18.
Dinar seems interested in you.
Mm-hmm.
Maylnn hasn't not looked at you in annoyance since you guys have been in prison together, but the annoyance doesn't seem to have increased. Rethanir's face is hard to gauge. It's normally various levels of disdain or annoyance. Eltor seems pretty neutral.
Well, one day at a time. That's it for me.
Anything else anybody else would like to get to before they go to sleep?
How's that armor looking?
How long do you spend the full 4 hours?
Yeah.
I'd say with a good 4 hours. It doesn't. You have effectively removed any noticeable oxidization or rust from it.
Okay.
And upon doing so, you realize that there is just a giant, obscene, diagonal green mark across the back. And that without the rust, it seems that Dndnar, when he painted the slightly poop-shaped tree canopy, he took into account various kind of like lines that the rust followed to act as a trunk. So now it just looks like there's a green bush near the top of the breastplate. But the rust is gone.
Well, I'll have to spend another night for the paint, I guess.
While we're walking, you just press the dissertation.
But otherwise, nope. Then I'll.
I'm just gonna spend a few hours drinking by myself in the bar before going to bed.
Okay. Make a Constitution check just to see how well you can carry yourself back.
Okay.
Also, just because I'm assuming you're spending the 4 hours you can that the group needs to sleep drinking.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, make a Constitution check.
It's like another night at Dutch.
Yeah, it's really every Friday. That's a 10.
10. About maybe 3.5 hours into it, Fiola comes over. All right, dear. I do think you've had enough to drink there. You're starting to scare some of the other people over there. If you turned the bottle green 4 different times.
Oh, sorry. Sometimes I lose track of things.
Why didn't you go lose track of some hours and sleep and go lay down for a bit?
You know, that seems like a good idea.
It does, doesn't it?
No, if you'll excuse me, and I try to get up.
Okay, you kind of get up and you're just like, and she kind of like back, and you stumble your way back to your room, and you pass down face first into the pillow and immediately start snoring. Which is funny because you share the room with Kirinthenia, who you didn't notice coming in was already also snoring. So now there is a symphony of saws essentially coming from the room.
My earring is not glowing.
Kirinthenia, you have no idea that somebody is that somebody would be sharing the room with you. Rethanyir and Eltor are sharing a room, and Dinar, you are by yourself. But morning comes. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, he's sharing his room with Haruki.
Who's
Yep.
Who? What?
Yep.
Sinville's sharing a room with Haruki.
Yes.
Natural 18 for a T check.
Yafnor. Sharing a room.
Yeah,
Coward and a pretender.
Yafnor and Caladan are having real good talks.
Oh, sad.
Oh. Yafnor and Kirik are having real good talks.
Yeah, actually, no, Yafnor and Kirk are having real good talks.
Dragons!
Oh, you have a useful ward too? What's that like? So anyway, you all wake up in the morning. Maylnn, your head is pounding. Not dysfunctionally so, but loud noise is going to probably be a bit of an issue for a couple hours.
Okay.
The rest of you come downstairs. Kirinthenia, you look over to see Maylnn groaning in the other bed in the room.
Malynn!
Oh, God.
Oh, my. Come here, son.
What are you doing?
I'm here to help you, you fool.
In what way?
I'm just gonna cast Lesser Restoration on him.
All right. Maylnn, you feel a warm golden glow pass its way through your form, and as soon as the warmth fades from your body, your head feels fine.
I suppose you're good for something.
Well, now you can hear more of my tales without a headache.
Oh.
I'm just joking. Get out of here.
Gladly. And I jump out of the room.
Ungrateful.
All right. So, are you guys making your way towards Tarek's shop?
Sure.
I don't know
want to
who
get
that
some
is.
horses too, but
Gets to what?
did want to get some horses before we left too, because we need those. But
I imagine you'd be doing that right before you leave.
it's fine.
All right. So you guys make your way out of the Lilac Unicorn Inn, past Azazel's shop, towards the local square that you once helped fend off some guards and miscreants that were trying to beat him up after he blew up his shop for the second time. You get there to find it in a moderate state of repair. There are 4 functioning walls where there weren't before, and even a door.
Good for him.
And you all enter, and there is a little bit of a like a cowbell that has been hung at the door for the door to hit as it walks in. And immediately upon walking in, this crazed human looks over at you guys. Seems to be dark tinted spectacles around his face and kind of a square pattern go back. Long, dark auburn hair pushed back falling down beyond his shoulders. Reddish, ruddy red, burnt and singed robe, completely open, bare-chested. As it turns to you, go, "What? What are you doing here? What? Well, I remember all of you guys. You saved me, beat me up.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys doing? It's good to see you. Y'all look a little bit better than last time. Kind of more color. Y'all been eating your meat? You've been eating your meat. I know it's the best thing for you."
Can I cast Calm Emotions?
Sure. There's a moment he just goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I just got a little excited. It's been a while since some people have come into my shop." Huh? You say something? Speak up, please. My hearing quite hasn't come back yet.
It seems like repairs are well underway.
Oh, yes. Well, ever since Malkir's men stopped, busting up my shop, things have been a lot better. Kind of nice when people aren't busting your stuff up all the time.
Now he should have been a character witness.
By the way, just for the sake of simplicity in describing things, for those of you who played Borderlands 2, you're talking to Torque Flexington.
Oh.
But like less buff.
Okay.
So, what can I do for you today?
We are about to embark on a journey and have recently come into some coin.
Now, that's good. What are you going to use the coin for?
Suppose that depends on what you have on offer.
Oh, you want to buy stuff? Oh, that's awesome. Well, if you want to come on over, here, this way. And he kind of trots on over to what is like a couple boxes that have been stacked in a uniform pattern, which kind of looks like a storefront stall, but like a shelf area, but it's a bunch of boxes stacked up on each other. You get the sense that the interior of the building has yet to be fully structured. And he goes, "All right, well, I do have a couple things that came in recently. What are you guys looking for?"
Oh, what do you sell typically? Sorry, I'm new here.
"Oh, yeah, I don't recognize you. Hi, I'm Torque. Pleasure to make your acquaintance." And he holds a big, meaty hand out.
I grab his big, meaty hands and I shake it.
Okay, it all but encompasses yours. He's a large and tall human, and he shakes it very, very rigorously, and you kind of just like.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Well, I've got a couple things. If you're an adventurer, I said you were traveling out. I do have this here. I got this here traveling bag. And he pulls out what looks to be a haversack that one would wear, like as a sling over one's shoulder. It kind of sits on the side there. It seems to be made of some sort of like tan or brown leathers with a green and red triangular pattern kind of across the top. It almost looks like a smile.
Is it just a bag?
I mean, it's a pretty sweet bag, if you don't mind me saying. Here, let me see one of the things you guys got. Give me your shield. Give me your shield.
No, how about the sword? The sword looks good.
I hand him the shield.
All right, so he takes the shield, which is just about the same width as the bag, like only barely. And he takes it and he kind of. Yeah, and you see him push the entire shield into the bag.
Impressive.
Maylnn, I'll ask you to check in a second, but there are actually Dinar and Cranor. You recognize this to be a bag of holding. The same that Ezyaz has.
Do we need another one of these? I'm not sure we do.
Oh, you guys already have. Well, you should have said something. I wouldn't have spent the time showing it to you. And he kind of. Here you go.
But thank you for the demonstration. We're always in the market for potions or any other.
Oh, potions! I got plenty of potions. I should again say what you guys need. I can give you stuff. Hold on one second. Yes. What's up?
Do you have any rings or staffs of any kind?
No rings or staffs right now. I can put in an order if you like. It might take weeks to get here.
No, that won't be necessary.
Might want to go try up any of the many places up in the Mage Quarter if you're looking for more stuff like that. That's where I get most of my stuff anyway. It's pretty cool.
I'll keep that in mind.
Right, so
Potions.
you guys want some potions. Alrighty. And he kind of, as opposed to going to a back room, which there is none, he kind of just starts digging into the boxes in front of you guys. And you hear like a no meows. Although outside you do hear a of some dog that is preoccupied doing something outside the stall, the shop. And he pulls out 6 bottles. And he lays them out very carefully in front of you guys after closing the various boxes. There is no map for Tarek Shop, I believe, so we will instead look at the lovely countryside of Andor.
Aw, so lovely, so verdant.
I can see his shop from here.
So he
I
goes.
see it from here.
He goes. Well, these 3 right here. If you all ever find yourself injured or otherwise laid up with cuts and scrapes or headaches or whatnot, these 3 guys right here will heal you up just right. And
Always useful.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I lost you guys for a second.
Always useful.
And he points to the second one. This one right here. This one's special. I'm pretty proud I was able to get my hands on something like this. And he holds up this. It's about the same size as the other potions. Like the 3 healing. What he described as being some level of healing potion. It's a burnished orange and red and bronze liquid. As it swirls, the colors don't really ever seem to meet, but there's a volatility to their movement. And as he holds it, he kind of opens the top of the container for a quick second, and you see the orange liquid flicker for a moment, and smoke starts to kind of waft out from the top a little bit.
Easy with that now.
That looks dangerous.
Oh, don't worry. It's only dangerous if you drink it, and then it's only dangerous if people are standing in front of you. Won't hurt you none.
Like a dragon's breath.
I mean, it is a potion of fire breath, so yes, a dragon.
I wonder what would happen if Donar had some of that. Would he get double fire?
Oh, I don't breathe fire.
Oh, I'm sorry for just supposing.
No, it's fine.
Oh, are you saying all Dragonborn look the same to you?
I said no such thing. I think we were trying to look at
Yes.
But fire
other arrangements you may have, sir.
Oh, well, yes. I also have this here. Potion of poison resistance. as well as this little doohickey right here. And he holds up. It's this this bottle that contains this like sticky-looking obsidian black liquid. It moves like a tar, but slightly more viscous. It says, "Now this ain't no potion. This here is an oil. You take this, you put it around, I don't know, any person your guy's size. Guys be pretty hard to grab from anybody that tries to grab you."
Maybe interested in that one personally.
Or if you want, you can pour it on the ground, and things will slip on it real good.
How much for that one, good sir?
Oh, this guy I'd put back at a pretty 250.
Do you have any priests of the light discount?
I'm sorry. What?
Well, I do feel that I've never mind. Just
Oh, good sir.
here's 250 gold.
Oh,
Well, thank you very much there. Fine patron. What's your name? I don't think I've had the pleasure.
Oh, sir, the pleasure is mine. You are quite an interesting fellow. I'd like
That's
to
a-
talk to you soon.
That's a very long and strange name. Do you have anything short?
Yes, well, most call me Krenor.
Krenor, good to meet you. Also shakes your hand vigorously and forcefully.
How much is the fire breath?
Oh, well, fire breath potion. That guy will run you there about 525 gold pieces.
Maybe next time after I make some more money.
Fair enough, fair enough.
And what grade of healing potions are these?
Well,
Would you
these would
say-
be of the greater variety. Oh, I'm sorry, Krenor. You have an oil of slipperiness.
Ooh.
Is that something? All right, let me search.
Yeah,
that.
you
Thank
can-
you.
You can
It
look
is
it
a
up.
thing you can. It's a thing.
It's a thing on the magic
Oh
items.
wow.
Potion of slipperiness. Sorry.
No, oil.
Oil.
Oil!
Thank you, sir.
These potions here are of the greater variety. If you were inquiring about the healing potions, yes?
Yes. And how much a piece do you charge?
I don't have my sheet on me. Limits are what, 250 for greater is normal?
I don't remember either.
I will look it up. Hold on.
My healing should suffice.
I don't know why this isn't a thing that I have on my, like, just bookmarked at this point.
Right. First thing I found with a number next to it said 150, but I don't know.
So. Well, given you guys have helped me out before, I put them at a little bit of a discount. Straight 125 each.
Well, I can afford one, if anyone else would like one. So I will buy one.
Alright, you now have one potion of greater healing.
Do-do-do. Thank you.
Anybody else for any of these potions or whatnot?
Do you have anything flammable?
I mean,
Perfect question.
he kind of looks back and forth.
Something that goes
Who's asking?
to your new best friend, Maylynn.
Come with me.
Oh boy.
I'm just imagining like a bookcase flipping around or something.
Oh, nothing quite so fancy. He leads you around the boxes to a rather well hidden, actually, opening to like a door opening to a trapdoor to a basement. And he pulls it open, and he leads you all down there, and he points over to 3 what look to be like probably like solid like wine barrel sized barrels. And do all of you come down or just you, Malynn?
I'm a little worried for him. I'll come over.
All right, anybody else coming down?
I don't trust him. I will follow.
Who's him?
I take a minute,
Malynn.
look around,
Turner,
see
you're
that I'm
fine.
alone, and follow.
Okay. So you go over to see these 3 barrels that seem to be double reinforced and closed with iron bars and bracings to them. Now, I don't know what your capabilities are, what type of stuff you can make, but what's in those barrels there is the tiniest spark, and you've got yourself a fine concussive explosion.
Interesting. How much do you typically charge for these?
Well, haven't had a lot of buyers recently. I've been doing a lot of my own research.
Oh no.
Wait, how many fingers does he have?
Make a perception check.
Crap!
Fingers?
Ooh, 14! That's like a record.
All 10 digits.
Okay.
It's the toes you gotta look out for.
But only one arm. It's weird. He has 10 fingers on one arm.
He adapted.
I mean, how much would you be willing to walk out of here with? Kind of conspicuous. You yourself carrying a barrel.
Well, I was hoping to procure a smaller container than a barrel, but if you'd be willing to negotiate, you said yourself that you're the only one doing research on this material. If you were to give me a discount, I'd help you research the more practical uses of this substance.
Make a persuasion check.
Oof, okay. $13.
Now, I hope you don't take any offense by this, but I don't really know you at all. And were we have some type of longer-standing relationship, or you saved me from a bunch of assholes beat my face in, I might be more inclined to agree.
Don't you remember? I was there.
No, you weren't.
He was not there.
Malynn, you weren't there.
You can't
I'm sorry,
blame
sir.
me.
I remember specifically, because it was right after my shop blew up for the second time. You weren't there.
You know what? You're right.
But, even as you are somebody of a inquisitive mind, I can tell. I'd give you maybe 4 vials worth for 400 gold.
That's a vial for 100.
Yeah, I'll take. Jeez. And how big of a blast could I expect from a vial?
Depends on how small of a place you're in. Now, if you now let me rephrase this. This is just for the pure, unrefined powder. If you're looking for it in its applicable state, that is a different price point.
Ah, interesting. I want something that'll readily explode from a spark. Well, the raw material
technically
do
speaking,
that.
the powder will do that.
All right.
And he goes and he takes about 3 different locks off the top.
Oh.
Takes a very small, like, measured vial and kind of dips it in, and walks over to a stone, like a stone table that he has set up that has previous scorch marks on it, and he pours it out, and he takes like a flint and steel and goes, and the moment the spark hits it, flares up in this brilliant white light shower of sparks and heat.
And
like flash in the pan very, very quickly.
that was one whole vial?
No, that was like a teeny tiny little.
Oh.
No, that was a teeny tiny little. Not even a quarter measure.
I'll take 3.
And you want to stick with the raw material?
Was that the raw material that he just showed?
He just burnt black powder.
Oh. How much for the refined?
Well, now things are getting interesting. Now, I don't know why I went like Santa with that one. I'm sorry. Too many accents. Well, if you follow me back over here to this corner, and he goes over to this area where you see it looks like more effort has been put into the below area before the shop itself was built up. And you go over to what looks to be like a stone reinforced corner, and you see a bunch of different scorch marks and ash marks on the walls, but sitting on a table there, you see 2 spherical objects.
And what are these?
These are filled with a precise and calculated amount of that black powder. Now, and he shows you what looks like a little wick sticking out of it. You can set this on fire. You've got about 3 seconds before it explodes in a rather painful and horrible manner. I would recommend you not be anywhere close to that explosion.
And how much for one of these?
Well, considering I only have the 2, and the process of making and refining and creating them, you understand, I'd put these at 500 gold each.
Oh. I think I'll just stick to the 3 vials of the black powder.
If that's what you want, I can get that for you. And he goes and sets it down and goes over and he hands you mark down 3 vials of black powder.
Okay. That's 300 gold.
So yes, so mark off 300 gold and mark down 3 vials of black powder.
Okay.
Now, if there's anything else you need, you should probably go back up to my main shop area. It's kind of weird having you all down.
Very well. I go back upstairs.
All right.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? So you guys all get. Is there anything else that you need from Torek or from anything else?
I don't have that much money. I'm good.
My
I have
enchanted
too much
longsword
money.
cost a lot.
I have a lot of money for someone of my stature.
All right. Then we'll say, for the sake of brevity, that you guys meet Eltor and Eziaz at the edge of the city, and they have been able to acquire horses for each of you.
And I summon an elk.
Are
The rest
these
of you-
horses?
The rest of you look on as Dinar does not kind of scoffs at his horse, concentrates for a second, and a spectral yet corporeal elk appears.
The fuck?
Next to him.
Impressive.
Kind of
Oh my.
trots up and like walks over to Dinar and immediately just like starts nuzzling the side of his face.
I pet him.
Can I touch it?
Yeah, of course. He can understand you.
Hello, my name is Kranur. How many fingers am I holding up? And I hold 2 fingers up.
It goes over and it headbutts you.
Oh. Okay, then, not too intelligent.
As it turns around, it slaps you with the little tuft end of its tail.
Oh. Still can hear me.
Does this steed of yours have a name?
I'm thinking of it. His name His name is... I'll think about it while we ride.
Does it look like I can ride any of these horses?
I mean, you might need some help getting up there, but yeah.
Alright. As long as there's, the ability for me to ride.
Eltor is not a tall person either, so there's a variety of...
Okay.
Pony for him, smaller pony for you. Alright, so you guys all eventually make your way out of the market district, following the various flows of the Everflow River, one of its southernmost divergences, in a not dissimilar path eventually, where Maylnn and Rethanyir start to recognize some landmarks as you make your way southeast towards Trostfallow, and then eventually the town of Frostfallow, where people will see.
Are these on the map?
No, these would be beyond them.
Oh. Wait, we fell off?
Yeah. Oh,
you guys. So just so you know, and we are going to call it here for the night, because if we keep going, we're going to be going for a while.
yeah.
Griffin attack!
13 of them, waiting just outside the mountains.
Classic Arch Griffins.
So she said it's roughly 200 miles away. So that will take you guys about, if I look at my notes, if you're traveling at a normal pace, you would get there in about 10 days.
Ooh, let's do it in real time.
You would be able to cut about
Clap.
be able to cut that down to about a week if you are traveling at a fast pace consistently.
Nah.
I'm content with a normal pace.
Okay. All right. So when we get back, I'm not going to make you guys all play 10 days worth of travel time. So we will do some abbreviated rolls as you guys make your way along the path. But that is where we will call it for tonight.
Hey!
Alright, cool.
Sounds good.
And we can still have conversations along our ride.
You can have
Road
13
will be-
minutes worth of conversation.
The road will be fraught with conversation.
Someone who's more talkative about his faith than me. Gonna be a problem.
Oh god.
There are so many god people in this party.
Okay, so here's your homework. Rethanyir and Kirinthenia, Blim and John, every day you have to talk to each other for an hour about your respective gods. I'm talking about
that'd
until
be
we play again.
Oh,
That'd
just
be
an hour.
hysterical, given the lore that I made up for them.
Huh? So, where is last question? Where is Damascus?
Domesca?
Damascus?
Domesca.
Fuck, I wrote it wrong.
It's in the wiki.
It is?
Yep.
Is it on the map?
Yep.
It's on the map?
It's
on the big map.
the world map.
There's a big map?
Yeah.
I'm happy I did not stop recording yet.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, I haven't finished the high-res version yet, so I know, I'm
But
sorry.
the continent names are legible.
Oh, this is awkward.
Oh wow, this is huge.
Huge. Holy fuck balls. That's Temesca?
Where
I told you,
are...
Domesca
different
is a
continent?
continent.
It's the continent I'm from.
Where's Ondor?
I like how you're like, is that closer to?
Ondor is
Kurzfaust. Oh my god, that's Kurzfaust.
kind of where the K in Kurzfaust is.
Oh, jeez.
It's like, yeah, if I go to West Caldwell, I'm closer to Japan, but, you know.
That's kind of what you were asking.
Yeah.
Like,
I now realize those questions are stupid.
you were like, well, if like living in like Albany, New York, you're like, well, if I go to New York City, that means I'm closer to California, and you're like, yes.
Well, fuck.
Well, I mean, you think you're gonna be really close to Damascus, so
I'm not
step at a
stupid.
time.
Well,
step at a
John's
time.
stupid, but my character's not.
Erdenzia and Domesca are the two continents of the world of Kirinthia.
Fuck.
The two known continents.
There's a whole back of the world no one ever knew existed because never.
are you saying this map is more of a globe?
It doesn't. The geography, excuse me, doesn't exactly work out, but this is essentially yes. Like the way it's kind of layered is like it's like the two continents, and then the Kabir Ocean and the Azim Sea kind of sort of make a pseudo ring, with like one peninsula connecting the two continents.
Oh, really?
That's cool.
Also, there is no Domesca in regions.
If you read where the Rashik Empire is from,
Ooh,
Awkward.
snap.
Yeah. Oh man.
That the Rishi Empire controls most of the continent.
because continents aren't listed in regions, it's the three major political powers.
Okay.
The second
Okay.
oldest bastion of civilization behind the Iron Banner, currently in existence, the Rashik
Yeah.
Empire holds dominion over much of the southern
got it.
continent, Damascus.
I'm an
Cool.
imperial citizen.
Kinda.
You know, I'll just ask when we come back. It's fine.
What?
I'm not really about kindas, okay?
From a purely technical standpoint, yes.
I'm an imperial citizen.
Alrighty. Well, guys, it's been fun. Thank you so much for playing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hope you guys had fun. And I don't know if I'll be able to play next week. I'll obviously let the party know, but we will have a vote up soon.